2025 is here. Last quarter of 2025 is here. But this is a very special month, not because it's October, but because it is the first month after the eclipses. Yes, that's the speciality of this month. That we have had two massive eclipses. We have had the solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo and lunar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. I hope I'm right. All right. So this eclipse or these eclipses are very powerful. Now, I will discuss later on what will be the effects for the planetary energies of Jupiter, Saturn, all these things, all the changes we will discuss later. But primarily, I want to spend some time today to discuss eclipses because we know sun will change the sign, but along with that, of course, we have new moon, we have full moon. Every month we have new moon, full moon. But these transits will be very special because now in October you will see there will be activation of the eclipses. Now, what are activation periods? So please understand, you need to see your chart. Don't just randomly decide on eclipses, which means don't just randomly say, oh, I had yeah, solar eclipse in the seventh house, so I'll get married or I'll get divorced. No, no, don't go by that way. Because see, 1/12 of the world population, they've had a solar eclipse in the same house, right? And yeah, 1/12 has had it in the same house, like the lunar eclipse. So if you just go by ascendants, it will not do justice to your analysis of astrology. So therefore, please understand, you need to first check your horoscope. You need to check your dashas. Very, very, very important. So, for example, if you have had an eclipse in your 10th house, for example, the solar eclipse, then you can expect that there will be new beginnings. But suppose in your dasha, in your mahadasha, antardasha, you are running the dasha of the 8th house or the 12th house, primarily these two dusthana houses, then it might mean that you will first lose your job, which means your contract will be terminated. You might be fired. Yeah. And then you get a new job. And if the Antardasha, Mahadasha, both are not very good, both are like, not supportive, then this will be very critical because then it might mean that you may lose your job with an eclipse in the 10th house, and then you may need a long time to find a job. You may not find it for the next 6 months. Okay. So this month will trigger certain events in your life. Now, what it will trigger, how it will trigger, that's how, for that, you need the chart and the dasha. So just because it is in the 10th house, your solar eclipse, don't think it is just quote unquote good for you. It could be good, but if the dashas are also very good, like for example, you have a planet, like for example, you have Sun in the 10th house and you have Jupiter in Lagna, and you are running Jupiter Sun or Sun Jupiter dasha, something like that, then you can expect, there will be massive. Okay. So this period will be fantastic because now your dasha itself is indicating that there is something massive and there will be massive things. So now from October, in case you have had the solar eclipse in the 10th and your dasha is indicating the first 10th or the 11th, then you can expect there will be something massive. Like, you can get a job in a like big company, like top 5, top 10 companies of the world, depending on your horoscope, of course. So, along with a good dasha and a good transit, if your inherent horoscope is itself very powerful, which means suppose you have a very strong Lagna, very strong Sun, very strong 10th house, very strong 11th house, then this month of October may be one of, yeah, maybe like once in a lifetime month for you. And of course, we have had the lunar eclipse also. So, lunar eclipse brings things to completion, which means certain things might end actually. Yes. And then there could be new beginnings, but with lunar eclipses things will end. So completion means you either make peace with the fact that something will work and it will remain like this, or else something will never work. So then what do? You are like, okay, I need to let go of this. And this is what Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, right? Krishna says, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kangshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim lavate para. The one who is situated in transcendence, only that person can be happy. Prasannatma, na sochati na kangshati. There is no lamentation, there is no hankering. Lamentation comes from too much, drooling of the past. And yes, hankering comes from drooling in the future, right? I want this, I want that. So therefore, if this month you feel like things are a bit too high, and like it is becoming a bit difficult, things are going way faster than you imagine, then you need to do some mantra meditation. You must chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Vamanaya. These mantras you need to chant. If you chant, then you will be able to stabilize, and then you will be able to accept whatever has come by dint of your destiny, and whatever is going to end. Yeah, endings and beginnings both are powerful, painful at times, right? So therefore, don't just see this as this month has black and white, like certain things are ending, certain things are starting. Of course, we have the sun will in the first 15 days around, the sun will be in Virgo, so again very strong energy of the eclipse. Then the sun will go to Libra after October 15. So after mid of October, you may feel like yeah, it's a bit low, things are a bit down. You may feel like this. Okay, so if you feel like this, then don't worry, it is not like something which will destroy you, but yeah, you may feel like this. So yeah, keep your vitality high, like keep yourself well hydrated, be careful of heat strokes, be careful of bad sleep, be careful of not going to places where not eating foods which could be detrimental for your health, and especially in terms of hygiene, because the sun shows vitality and the energy in the body. So if you feel that you are lacking, then yeah, take more vitamins, take more vegetables, take more minerals. You can also take supplements, either ways. But October is mainly the month which will kick start all these crazy energies of the eclipses. And yeah, as much as people like to hear good things, or people are fearful of hearing bad things, the reality is eclipses happen, and the eclipses were quite strong in my opinion, like every other eclipse, of course. But yeah, this solar eclipse was very special because Saturn was also aspecting from Pisces, right? Same degree, almost 4 degrees. So not a very easy eclipse, I would say. Many people have told me, they have lost their jobs, their marriages have ended, like so much craziness has happened. And because of the lunar eclipse, also there has been completion, like long standing desires have been fulfilled, long standing wishes have been granted. So yeah, it has been good also, but at the end of the day, it depends on your chart. So look at your chart, and the most important thing for the month of November is to not resist. The more you resist, the more you'll be in trouble, because you cannot resist eclipses. Now, I'm not saying that if somebody is trying to bully you, just give them everything, give away everything, give away all of your power. I'm not saying that. But in general, eclipses can take away things from you. Yeah. So people may not behave the best with you, but you need to stand your ground. And at the end, try your best. But even after trying everything, if you see nothing has worked, well, then you have to let it go. There's no alternative. Okay. So therefore, if something is taken away from you, accept it as a part of your destiny, provided you have tried your best to stop it. And even after that, it has not worked. So accept it. And once you accept, there will be peace. Okay. And yes, maybe in the future that thing will come back to you. So, for example, if you lose a job and you try, you fight for severance money, you fight court case or whatever, and then if it does not work, then accept it and then find another job, right? So yeah, do the best what you can. So October will be a power packed month, intense month, and especially for India, it's not a great month. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, November especially for India is very bad. Okay. So yeah, 27th October to 28th November, these 32 days significantly difficult for India. So in general also, I had given the caution for India. So if you are traveling to border states, be careful. In the November month, it's recommended not to travel, but yeah, in October, if you are traveling, it's reasonably okay. So be careful. There could be protests. There could be regime change operations, as I've already predicted on 15th of August, I guess, that till end of November, regime change operations will go on, and we have seen a lot of violence has also occurred in India. Okay, but nonetheless, November specifically till 28th, from 27 October is very difficult. So till 27, it should be reasonably fine, I think, but still difficult. Okay, so be on the look around, be watchful of, yeah, anything suspicious that you see, please report it to the police and to the authorities, and be a responsible citizen. All right. Thank you so much. God is there with you all the time. Just look to Him and you'll find Him. And if you would like to have a personalized horoscope consultation with me one on one during my India trip, you can always go to my website, or you can always see the description down. You can send me an email at exoticastrology@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Jai Siya Ram.